Yeah. Yeah, money make the motion, got hood make the money, and bitch I'm from the trenches, I'm trying to see 100, ain't never been a bitch, you can't take nothing from me, and when I was a youngin', I swear I stayed on me, I'm on a mission, got me cooking in the kitchen, bitch I leave my pots dirty, let my hype scrape the dishes, I'm familiar with that dope, and I know that rutabaga, you ain't get no money if you don't keep a group of haters.
Alright, welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
It's the word, y'all. I'm Jacquiese from the west side of Chicago. I'm a hip-hop recording artist.
Okay, definitely.
Rap artist.
My bad. Appreciate you coming through. How you feeling?
I feel good. Feel decent as hell.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm straight. You know, appreciate that. You know, a lot of people don't ask me that back. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta ask them often.
I'm well. So let's get right to business. I don't know if you're familiar with my content, but I like to, you know what I'm saying, create a space for your fans or anybody who wants to get to know Jacquiese better. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like, I fuck with her music. I want to see what she talking about. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? What was your aspirations growing up? You know what I'm saying? Was it always music or?
I mean, I tried a lot of different things because I feel like I had one of my parents that worked a lot. My mama worked a lot, so she just wanted to keep us busy and keep us doing stuff. So whether we was doing stuff like dancing, going to summer camp, stuff like that, just going to our relatives' house and stuff like that. It's just always my mindset when I go to places to just be creative. So shit, I do music, I dance, I draw. If anything, if it had art involved in it, I do
talent shows. You know
yeah, I do the talent show.
I remember
going
like
crazy
we
in the talent show
we used to have like talent shows like for the older people in the career and shit. We had a talent show for like our parents or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can feel that. So but did you have like any other aspirations like doctor, lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Like when they was like you can be anything you want to be when you grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was that like? Was there anything even coming through high school? Like what did you think you was gonna be entering adulthood?
I went to school for mortuary science at first.
Yeah.
Like funeral service.
That's crazy.
So,
A lot of people come through, they be like, I want to do mortuary, but you the first person. You said you was how far in was you?
I went to when I graduated SIU, I went to college, I finished it. But when I graduated, I switched to healthcare management. But I originally started off by trying to do funeral service. So like that was my goal to do funeral service. But
funeral service as just a service, but not like, is that anything with like
anything that come with it? So the main idea of it is it's called just funeral service, but that'll be the embalming part of it, dealing with the bodies, taking the body out away from the houses and stuff like that, getting the funeral arrangements together, staying in contact with the family, all of that.
So in school for that stuff like that, how deep do you go like with the training? Like do you train with like cadavers and stuff like that?
Yeah, so like I don't know if you like on your IDs and stuff like that. It'll tell you like if you want to be a donor or not. So he said, "Nah, I ain't me either, boy." I
feel like they be smoking their ears.
Yeah, nah, they donate them. They donate the bodies to like.
But I'm saying, I'm just like, as soon as like a rich, like if
you get sick,
Trump need a heart right now. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I'll match everything, and on my idea say, well, all of a sudden my brakes gonna go out.
You about to check? That's what's gonna happen. But nah, they donate the bodies to like our labs and stuff like that. And we just had access to them to practice sewing the bodies up and stuff like that. Put them back in the freezer.
So was you seeing a cadaver? And I only say cadaver because I be on YouTube. I was watching these doctor dudes. They be messing with dead bodies and shit. And they always. But is that something you see on a daily basis?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, we had a room that was specifically for it, but you had to. It wasn't your first year, your second year. It was like your third year. Your third year, you will take that class. Once you start taking that bombing, then that's when you will start being able to see the bodies on a day-to-day.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that, so I got a couple more questions about that, if you don't mind. So,
I got you.
Was that something that you always wanted to do, or was you like in high school and they was doing like a college trip and visit the school and was like, you should try this? Like, how did you even get into that?
My pops passed away when I was like 7. When I was 7, and I grew up a lot. I'm from the west side, so it's like I lose a lot of people, and it's like I was always interested in like just making sure they get that proper care post dying, because like I think people will look at it like, all right, this happened. You ever just went to a funeral like this don't even look like the, you know what I'm
all
saying?
the time, or they
And I just
like,
always wanted to change that narrative.
or they be like they look real good.
Yes. So I just always wanted to kind of change that narrative and be a part of it. And then also my best friend, she was going to school with me, and then we was gonna be roommates. Like, what you studying? All right, what you study? So, all right, funeral service. All right, I do that too. So we just locked in and just both did the funeral service. It was crazy.
All right, so did you complete it?
Nah, I switched my junior year.
Why did you switch?
Because damn, that's crazy. Alright, so I had a professor that I ain't gonna even get into details with. I just wasn't doing good in his class. And the thing is with like that program in general, like in order to graduate on time, you have to pass all your classes because they only offer them like once a semester.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't see myself staying in school for a whole nother year. Like I had the idea like I want to finish in 4 years. Like if I started in this year, I want to be done in this year. So it's like I was like, all right, well, my credits could transfer over to, they all could transfer over to healthcare management. So I just switched them to healthcare management. But I couldn't go out with not passing the class and then not graduating on time.
So that's all it was. All it was. Like
Yeah.
if that wouldn't have never happened, you would be.
For sure. Yeah, the professor definitely, he was held accountable for his actions. He don't work there no more. So it's like, if I had the resources to go back, I'd probably go back and finish it. I mean, I already got most of the credits. I just got to get that embalming class passed. And shit was hard, dude. That was hard as hell. Especially with me making music and stuff on the side. It's like, you had to sit there and study that. Like, how nurses be studying 24/7. You have to damn near do that, which you shouldn't have to do all that.
So doing that shit, was you like, you know what I'm saying? Because you obviously got to look ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you say, we live in Chicago, you
Yeah.
from out west, you know what I'm saying? You lost your father at an early age.
Yeah.
Did you ever be like, I might have to, you know what I'm saying, repel one of my people? Is that like something that you, another reason
I
why you?
prefer preparing one of my people.
Yeah.
If they in my hands, I know they in good hands.
For
So
sure.
it's like, yeah, I definitely thought about it. Like, and I also was thinking about it like, everybody passed away. So
sure.
it's like, it's
They say definitely part of
lifelong,
life. I'm sure.
yeah, lifelong sum of, being able to have an income.
I'm sure. Damn.
And then that industry just small in general. So like, once you start funeral service, if you excel at it, you're gonna meet people from different places and you can't just be locked in.
Right. And then Chicago, you know what I'm saying, not to be funny or make light of the situation, is unlimited work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So let me ask you this. Did you ever take like any of that stuff like home or to heart in any way? Like, you know what I'm saying, like nightmares or you can't eat, you know what I'm saying, at school type shit around that
Like
shit?
when I was doing, like, was in the classes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like it was like damn near disgusting at one point.
That was
Like,
that grossed out and shit, you know
like
what
I
I'm
remember like I damn near like threw up one time in class
Right.
because of the smell. The smell was strong as hell. Like I just couldn't do it. And when I did that, my professor like, all right, come here, you gonna be the one to wipe the body off. Boy, what? I'm the one that's reacting. But that was his whole like
Right,
way of like
sure.
making us, get used to it and stuff like that. But yeah, my body definitely reacted a couple times because it smelled different. The embalming fluid smell, that's strong. You got a cold, you congest it.
Yeah.
You smell that shit, you fucking.
You know what that's I think that's like what the Lily is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what that is. I'm sure it. Motherfucker, fucking embalming fluid.
6 feet deep, they use that shit to get 6 feet high.
Yeah, 100.
crazy.
What you talking about? 100 feet
For
high.
sure.
Oh, sure. Okay, that's what's up. So you say you left that and went to healthcare management.
Healthcare management, yeah.
Was that a logistic move or something that you really wanted to do?
It was just healthcare and all my credits are changed. I mean, switch over. So it's like, I do it.
Okay. And is that something that you continue with or?
Yeah, I work in the health industry.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. So let's get into the music. So I talked about your aspirations growing up.
Yeah.
Throughout that time, what was you listening to? Like, what was being played around you? What was being played in the house? Who was you call your favorite artist at that time coming up? You know?
Probably when I first started getting involved in music, I want to say, like early childhood, probably they was playing mostly Lil Wayne, Eminem, stuff like that. Lil Wayne, Eminem, those two people I was on, like that I was paying attention to. Some Maxwell, like just stuff like that in general. A lot of I want to say like singing too, like a lot of singing stuff. Sierra, shit like that. And then probably when I got like early teenagers, I carried on. I fucked with Eminem hard, Lil Wayne too. I I was a huge Nicki Minaj fan. Her wordplay was cold. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, her writing was cold. Just that whole Young Money era, I was messing with it. That was probably my 6th, 7th grade. Yeah.
For sure. So you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, balancing music along with, you know what I'm saying, being in school. So when exactly did you start, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or do you remember the exact instant when you was like start creating your own music or
It was really shit like high school, grammar school. Like I always made music or like just did like poetry, like slam poetry. So like I always did like something in regards to performance arts. So I always would like I would have to like when I get out of school find time to do my art and then find time to do my music, my homework and stuff like that. So by the time I got to college and I started like actually recording my music and then like performing on campuses and competing on campus and stuff like that, then it just came naturally a little bit just because of childhood
okay.
stuff.
So you make it sound so easy. You make it sound so easy, but I want to know how you go from slam poetry, you know what I'm saying, to putting shit on wax, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
was you freestyling in the lunchroom and somebody
Beats.
was like, we got to go buy a studio, or like, how did you make that transition?
I couldn't even like. It was like okay, so when I was younger, my mama she the first person that like helped me write a rap.
Oh, yeah.
It was like one of them things we were just talking about. Like
really the people I know is that take
Yeah.
off when their parents really.
yeah, like
be-
you know, we was just
involved.
talking about the talent show stuff. So like we was having like one of those like a little talent show at the house. Everybody was doing something. I was like, I don't want to dance today. I don't want. I was just cranky. So she's like, all right, come on, we finna write a rap. I ended up liking it. So like I would rewrite like say like Eminem Toy Soldiers or Eminem like Mockingbird or something like that. I just listen to the songs.
Real
And I
Eminem
just-
fan right there.
I just
Toy
write.
Soldiers and Mockingbird.
Yeah, I just write to those beats, but I rewrite what he was writing and they just change a few of the words to make it fit like I'm like I like rapping. But that's like young, that's like 8, 9 years old, 10, doing stuff like that. And then once I start being able to create my own lyrics and have my own wordplay and being able to make it my own, that's when I start like writing. But it's no different than poetry for real. Because my slam poetry be sounding like I'm rapping. And that's kind of why it was getting as far as it was doing because I was like so intense behind it and I was rhyming and doing that type of energy. So when I start, you know, it just was a mix of both. So I was rapping first, I was doing the slam poetry, then I was back rapping, and it was just different phases of life depending on what was offered around me. When I got to high school, slam poetry. They got slam poetry going on. You don't got groups rapping, being able to compete in, but I like being on stage, so now I'm gonna be a poet. All right, take me to the studio, put a beat on, I'm rapping. It just depends on what room I was in.
Okay. So, with you, you know what I'm saying, you always hear that like that's quite often you hear artists, you know what I'm saying, be familiar with poetry or be
For sure.
into poetry before actually being
Yeah.
a rap artist.
Yeah.
Is poetry something, or more specifically slam poetry, something that you still participate in? Is something you mix in with the music? Because I always hear artists say, you know what I'm saying, I started doing poetry, but I never see artists really, you know what I'm saying, go back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on my tape I dropped Blessings of Hard Work. I don't know exactly what song it is, probably like 15. But it's one of the songs called I Understand on there. I wrote a poem in the middle of the song. So I do it sometimes. I don't do slam poetry no more because not too much opportunity to do so. I did it a few times in college, but not too much. I still write though. I still write poetry.
So I don't know. Might have to put one of them tracks on a project. That'd be dope. You know
Yeah, I was thinking about writing a poetry book, doing something like that. I just gotta figure out how.
My homie wrote a couple poetry books up there. I'm
check
sure
them out,
she
bro. So that's
published
dope.
author on Amazon. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
So it's definitely in your reach. You know what I'm saying? So just back to the music. Talk to me about your creative process. You know what I'm saying? It's something you've been doing for so long. You know what I'm saying? How do you do it?
So now because of how fast paced things is, I definitely be having to like punch in at the studio. Like sometimes I just be going, but I try to like take a few hours out the day when I do get free time because I work overnight and just like try to write. That way, like if I ever like get presented a beat or something like that, I'm already ready to hop on it or something like that. But my norm process would be writing, going to record it, figuring out if I like it or not, then being like, okay, if I can go fix it, fix the little things. Because sometimes after I record it the first time, that's not the final draft that I want. Keep going and working on it and then shooting a video, dropping it or something like that, or putting it on a project, or just holding it for the perfect time. That'll be my process. But now with just how everything be just moving, you don't even be knowing. Like,
For sure. Is it a all studio projects? You recording at home? You locked in with an engineer? Recording yourself? What's that like?
Yeah. So I started out working with Netto. I don't know if you know who that is, Nadeem. But yeah, I was recording with him for like from when I was damn near like 18 to like 22. So I was locked in with him, just recording with him constantly. And then now I be locked in with Sabier. He low key be traveling like a motherfucker. Netto be gone. So I be locked in with Sabier. And shit, I just go to the studio because I can't mix, I can't record, I can't nothing. But it also don't interest me. Like, you know, they be sitting at the computer and be chopping shit up and just gone. I get lost in the sauce, man.
Yeah, for sure. That shit
I
like
be
the
looking
Matrix. I'm sure that's definitely a talent in
yeah.
itself. You know what I'm
Take
saying?
patience too.
So with you, you know what I'm saying, not having zero interest in,
Yeah.
in the mixing, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How do you know what I'm saying, convey, you know what I'm saying, what you want from an engineer, you know what I'm saying, as far as what you want your sound or your vision for a song?
Cause I be having, it's more so the what's the word? The engineering part, like the cropping, the moving stuff around. Yeah, but like the sound part, I be knowing what I want. Like, turn me up right here, or put this right here, or add these vocals, or put this auto tune right here, or crop the beat right there, or drop it, put a car skirting off. Like, I be hearing stuff, like I be knowing what I want. Or I can't sing this, somebody else gotta sing this. Like, so I know if it sound good, if it don't. But as far as sitting at the computer and looking at it, can't do it. Can't do it at all.
You say you know when something sounds good and when it don't. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever, you know what I'm saying, now at where you feel like you at your stride, do you record something and you be like, that ain't it? And if it is, what do you do with that?
Yeah, I do that. But I do it on purpose sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, like just to learn. Like, if I know, like, my main focus is not to be like a rock star, and I know I like making a few rock songs or something like that, for to go in the studio and try it out, go on that motherfucking screen, and then it's like that shit don't sound right. But it's like, all right, let me try it different next time, or let me try it different the next time, something like that. So I be trying different things, figuring out what work best. Yeah. So not all songs I be like, all right, I'm trying to do something with. Like, I go in the studio sometimes, book a 4-hour session and bullshit the whole time. And that's like, but it's just, it'll be considered like bullshit for the outcome. But like, for me, it's like, I gain something
like
eternally.
getting shots up in the gym.
Yeah.
You know
so it's like
being in the lab. I'm sure.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So what I want to know, you know what I'm saying, you just spoke on like being in the lab for 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Who you in there with? You know what I'm saying? Are you with any management, any teams, any?
So I'll be going to know my best friend for sure. My best friend. But right now, no manager. No manager right now for sure. But I'm in the process of locking in with somebody that I think that'll benefit me in the long run. So right now we just linked yesterday, chop up, figure out a few things, and then we're gonna go on like a 3-month run to see where it go. But for right now, nah, I just be in the studio recording, learning what I want to do.
You don't feel like you need any type of, you know what I'm saying, like alliances, you know what I'm saying, like when you like moving around the city doing shows, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, we out west, you know what I'm saying, you know what's going on. So
it's my family, that's who be with me.
Okay.
They come to the studio with me, they come to the shows with me, like we be but I don't got no problem going places by myself either though. But especially if it's money involved, they tell me pull up to a show and I gotta get there, I'm going. Whatever, God plan. But it's like, my family for sure. But I do need somebody who knows something more about the business aspect too. So that's why I'm trying to, lock in with a manager at this point.
What about any opposition you may have faced, you know what I'm saying, musically? You know what I'm saying? Is that anything you have to deal with? Because that's something that I've had to, it'd be funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be having to brush it off because, you know what I'm saying, now that I do like this podcast, camera shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like in every industry it still clicks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I come from where I come from, you know what I'm saying? I'll put that shit down, you know what I'm saying? And y'all up in here beefing still, you know what I'm saying, over this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they gotta figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like,
it ain't gonna touch me. Like, they just gotta figure it out amongst themselves. Like, I don't be letting other people's energy touch me. I don't get two shits. If I'm doing, especially how hard I be working, you know what I'm saying, to give a flying fuck about what somebody else got going on in regards to feeling like we ops or anything like that, and you're not the one feeding me, I ain't get too shit. Do I got to be cautious a little bit and how I'm moving and what I'm doing? Yeah, I do. But at the same time, I believe in God like I'm a man. Look, me and God locked. So it's like if it's my dream and I'm chasing it, if something happened in the process, that was God's plan. If not, shit, I'm good. I'm great.
Okay, let me ask you this. So many people may say that rap beef is a part of the rap game. What's your thoughts on that?
That's because they be wanting it to be all that.
Because some people say some of the biggest hip hop artists, some of the biggest songs.
They be starting. They be bullshitting. They be bullshitting like a motherfucker. But like when it comes to the art, that's what I be paying attention to. Yeah, like because a lot of them people like they be sitting in the same rooms, or they people that's ahead of them or above them, they be sitting in the same rooms. So it's like if I know that above me, y'all sitting at the round table and y'all cool and y'all able to clap glasses and all of that, what am I paying attention to? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they be making it. They be big. They be doing what they be doing. Like mainstream artists, let's think about it. It's a few that be back and forth bickering, but like, are they really into it? Like,
right, that's what I said.
It's like they live in luxurious lifestyles.
Right, that's why I say it's
so
a part.
It's like
some people may say it's a part of the, you know what I'm saying, the industry. Even if you do it like with the 50 Cent Kanye thing, I don't know if you're familiar with that. Back in the day, they was like beefing like to see who's gonna sell the most albums, but whole time they set it up that way so they can sell stupid amount of albums. So that's why I asked you that.
It ain't no like
so they get no response. They get no response.
Oh, if somebody like I'm big as hell. Somebody diss me.
Yeah,
I'm dissing their ass back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm gonna get some money out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some money out of it for sure.
Okay.
Like it depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
If it's gonna benefit me or not. Now, if it's gonna benefit you and you just, you know what I'm saying, that's
trying to use
that's basic science.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I'm good. You're not gonna ride my back.
Right, for sure.
And I'm good. I'm great. But if it's something that could benefit me and could get something out of it, then I got something to say. Let's do it. Like.
Okay. Talk to me about working with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that? How do you go about that? You know what I'm saying? Well, not necessarily having that middleman as far as management or label, or is that something that you may not even be interested in? What's your overall views on working with other artists?
Try to work with people I know. I know a lot of motherfuckers. I done met people from the poetry world, the rap, you feel me, a school, stuff like that. So just growing up with, or like some of my family members, they be making music and shit like that. So that's really who I've been focused on working with. But if it ever get to that point of somebody that's like, you know, on a next level or something like that, then the process will probably be a little bit different because that's when money become involved and how we drop it and how we figure it out. But right now, everything just fun, cool and game. If I want to work with you and I know it'll possibly benefit the both of us, shit, I reach out. Somebody else might reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends on what I'm trying to do.
What is your overall views on the like the underground music industry? More specifically, your peers. You know what I'm saying? The people you see. You know what I'm saying, on a daily basis when you out in these shows and you networking. What's your overall view on the landscape?
What's the right term? It could be beneficial, but for the moment, just don't get caught in it. Cause there be some people that be way older than motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like, alright, there's an age to stop your dreams and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like, you gotta keep leveling up. You gotta keep,
for sure.
And so the level I'm at right now and the things that I'm doing, like, it's like I don't want to get stuck in it. It's like shows be fun, linking up be fun, stuff like that, partying be fun, but all right, what's next? What we can do next? So that industry is like, because it's so fun and motherfuckers just be trying to party and stuff like that, it's easy for motherfuckers to get wrapped into the that small minded, but it's bigger than that. If you ain't getting no coin from it, you should continue doing it.
Okay. What are your views on you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on in the city, especially this past summer. This past summer was cracking, like
crazy.
With
This past summer was crazy.
Performances, man. And the slot giveaways and the war shows and the contests. Like every weekend, it was something going on. You know what I'm saying? What's your views on that landscape as far as the contests, the slot giveaways, the janky promoters? Is that real? Is that something that you
I'm happy you just said janky.
or participate with or recommend new artists participate in?
If you genuine and it's something that's being done genuinely, I say go for it. I say do it. I say give it your all when you do it. But if it's bullshit, you got to use discernment to understand when it's not in your best interest, and you got to let it go. Because a lot of the times people might put it in your face and be like, this is what's going to happen. It look good. You know what I'm saying? And then you become a part of it. It's not it. But it was a lot going. It's a lot going on right now. It's still a lot going on, but it's for their own. It's for self benefit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do stuff like put these shows together because it's for their benefit. It's not really too much for the artist, but it's up for you to process that and look at it and be like, is this something I want to be a part of it? Who's a part of it? What kind of people are a part of this? Is this the right setting? Is this the proper setting for me to be in? Once you figure that out, then shit. If you know your go-to is to, all right, I want to get a few reels for Instagram, jump on the stage, then you do that. You bring your cameraman so you can make sure you benefiting when you doing it or you being a part of stuff like that. But if you just doing it to, jump around and you servicing somebody else, you might as well go back to slavery, bro. Like, I can't do it. I can't do that.
Have you participated in any contests, and do you
won.
feel like? Oh, that's all I was gonna say. Do you feel like it's rigged? Was it your people's show?
But I might have a different idea.
Was it a you know what I'm saying? Was you familiar with anybody that was promoting the show? Did you just come in as a straight contestant? Like, what? Let me stop bullshitting. Are the contests real? Are they real?
Yeah, they be real. They be real. I ain't never been a part of a fake one yet. The first one I did, I ain't had too many people come and support me for real. I won second place in that show. That's my second time really popping out in the city, rapping on stage or doing a contest or something like that. It was actually my first contest I did, but it was my second time performing type shit. Who? Damn, why I be forgetting their name, bro? I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, I had won second place. in that motherfucker. Rap Cave, there we go, I'm on point. Rap Cave. Yeah, second place. I jumped around on stage. I went crazy. Yeah, motherfuckers took home some bread. For sure. And then the second time I did another one. I did another situation where it was something similar. It was with New Wave and then with Mary J. And I knew Mary J from school, but that was based off crowd participation and stuff like that. And my family be excited when I'm doing shows and shit like that. So they all popped out and supported. They teed us up. Did the crowd participation. They had hella rounds. So it was five different people got to that final stage. And then the judges end up picking the person that won. So, and I feel like I deserve that too. So I don't think it'd be shit. I don't be nothing fake about it.
Okay, that's dope. Because I always wonder that because I see, like I said, it was something going on every weekend. I was like, people really investing, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to pay for some of these events. And then for it to be rigged, I'm like, that's fucked up. But...
But if you put in 100 and you get 1,000 back, shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's yourself.
Yeah, that's simple math.
There you go.
Sure. Any day of the week. Fuck you talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to me about real quick. One time I asked you. So we talked about what I'm saying with these contests, performing, what I'm saying, rocking the crowd and shit like that. When you create music, who would you say you make it for? Like who you trying to? Do you have a specific target audience? Like, man, this for. You know what I'm saying? What's to that?
Not really. Just whoever could feel it, whoever it reach out to. I know I make a lot of pain music, but at the same time I make a lot of music that, just make people feel good. So if you could able to receive things and feel good and you want to feel good, then you gonna listen to my music and be like, all right, we overcoming and we overcoming together. So my music is directed towards people that just want to overcome shit amongst other people. Some people be stuck in these sorrows and stuff like that. I be trying to show motherfuckers like you stronger than other people, preventing you from getting where you're going.
What about when you create and when you putting this stuff together? Do you be like, I gotta have one for the club? I gotta have one for them late night rides on 290. I gotta have one for the radio. I gotta have one for the strip club. Is that something you take into account, or is it just always a vibe when you make it?
It's just always the vibe. Like I just made a song called Get Back, and I made the song driving. Like I'm driving to work. It's 3 a.m. Driving. I'm listening to the beat. I'm making the music. I go in the studio. The engineer like, man, this sound like some shit to put a motherfucker in the trance. And I'm like, for sure. But it's like that vibe is different because I make music that I have people jumping around, getting lit for real. So it's like it just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm sitting on the beach writing, my song gonna come out totally different than if I just got drunk and was like, I'm finna freestyle a song. So it just depends on what I'm doing. I don't be really trying to think too much into who receiving it, cause I know somebody gonna feel it as long as I'm being authentic to what I got going on.
Okay. Talking about being authentic, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at your music videos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's real authentic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, do you ever, you know what I'm saying, be like, I gotta be careful of what I put out, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
or how I put it out, or is
Yeah.
it just, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is type shit?
At some point, it was my mindset was it is what it is, because I had the idea like if I can go to college, I can graduate college, I can get a job. Who am I to give a fuck about if y'all not gonna pick me up in this music because I'm doing this? You know what I'm saying? My name is my rap name, so it's like a job could search me up and see what I'm doing. So if I can get a job working, why should I be restricted? Mainstream media for how I do certain things via internet. But at the same time, in the music world, it's a little different because that if you ain't at a certain level, it'll restrict you from getting paper. Because you can't perform at certain shows, you can't go to certain schools, you can't do that. So that's the only reason. Because or like you cussing in your music, now you got to pay your engineer to cut the cuss words out and stuff like that. So it's like it kind of restrict you from getting your full amount of money that you want to get. So now I'm just kind of which over the last summer I learned that it could prevent you from getting bread. So now I'm just trying to, you feel me? I don't even be cursing too much in my songs no more. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to say that, you know what I'm saying? And even with the music videos, like them I love it, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, at times it's still called for, you know what I'm saying? Just to, you know what I'm saying, like a callback, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, don't, oh yeah, it's still, you know what I'm saying, on shorty. But, it's definitely a different time now, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of shit getting federal, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers getting serial numbers from off Instagram pictures and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Then it's crazy because like the grown motherfuckers, they performing in high schools and shit like that. So it's like you just gotta clean it up in the music. But once you surpass and hit a certain level, you can take it back how you want to.
Yeah, for sure. You can always, you know what I'm saying? Let them know it's still there, you know what I'm saying? But that's what, that definitely, I'm glad you said that too, like with the schools, like just, it's something I noticed. And even Pronto, he had said in like one of his songs, you know what I'm saying? Like people like his turn up shit better than his drill, you know what I'm saying? I just seen him like at a school, you know what I'm saying? Rocking the school out, you know what I'm saying? Because
gotta get to the school.
These kids and these women, you know what I'm saying? They big consumers of music, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to, somebody die every time they go to the club, you know what I'm saying?
I make a hit song right now. I put it on TikTok. That's going to be mostly babies for real. Clicking your shit, watching your shit, like, so it's like, how do you want to, present yourself to them, So it's just like a balance. Once you find the right balance to it, you all good. You safe. You good.
What about, you know what I'm saying? Now that you know what I'm saying, taking this career path, you know what I'm saying? You basically a public figure, you know what I'm saying? Are you conscious of things that you like say and do online, or is it, you know what I'm saying? Take me as I am type of deal.
Kind of like take me as I am, like, like I don't know. I just always been myself. So like, I got my own idea. Like I got my own what right and wrong is. I got my own morals. So it's like, if I'm carrying myself with principle and morals behind what I'm doing, it's like receive it how you want to receive it. That's how I be looking at it. Like I don't put too much thought into what I be doing, cause I don't think that I would do something that would be like it needs to be too much thought into.
So,
and private settings, like when I'm around my family and stuff like that, like if we got to get into it, we can get into it. But all that on the internet, behave in a certain type of way, I ain't with that.
What do you do this for? Why do you invest in studio time? Why do you come to these interviews? Why do you, you know what I'm saying, steady going to the lab? What's the purpose?
Outlet, it's a safe space. Like this shit, like this real life. This a lot of people's safe space. Like a lot of artists feel like, if I can't be heard one way, I'm going to do it through my music. I'm going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if I feel like I'm going through something emotionally, I just lost this person, I'm going to go lock in. I'm going to go lock in on myself. Because a lot of the times, like, whether you doing videography, whether you learning yourself in the process, you meeting people, you discussing certain things, can't nobody tell me that the music industry is not gonna help you learn who you are as a person. It's up to you to decide to fall victim and become robotic or to proceed with who you are as a person. But you gonna learn who you are. You gonna learn for sure, like, you know, what you want to present, how you want to move, how you want to carry yourself, just because of the interactions you have with, you know, hopefully like-minded individuals.
What's your favorite part about the entire process?
I love shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love shows. That shit fun because it's like it's an equal amount of balance. I get on stage, I present something, they receive it, they give back that same energy. It's like you go home, you feel okay.
When you say you present something, does any type of choreography goes into a show? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Shout out my boy DJ Fame. We sit down, we in the crib, we have the mics, we get ready for the shows. I ain't had no dances and nothing like that yet. But like,
that's still choreography.
That's like, yeah, as far as dances and stuff, like, I think I had like one time I had somebody dance, but like as far as like putting the whole like,
that's what I mean. Any preparation goes into.
Nah, not really. But like as far as getting your track list put all together, we put acting sometimes in it. Like it just be me and the people I'm close with, like stuff like that. But which is
like
still
acting
choreography
on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, you be going crazy. That's why she said
bro,
the show's her favorite part.
We did the Friday scene when he was like, "You almost just wasted some of my $200 suit, nigga." Like Pinky on Friday, we did that intro of the show. Then before we played Who Let This Bop in the Party, we put like a little Trump snippet at the beginning, like get her out of here, get her out of here. Like we just was tweaking, like just to give you that time to breathe and stuff like that. But I'm a performance artist, bro, so like I'm already loud in the microphone. Then I like just doing shit. So it's like sometimes I be feeling like if I had like dances and stuff like that, they'd throw me off a little bit, or it'd be something like that. Like, or if I did have dances on stage, I damn near want to be off the stage while they dancing. Let them get their little time. Take me some seconds to breathe and then go back. But we choreograph it just in different type of ways.
For sure. But little stuff like that definitely makes an impact. You know what I'm saying? It leaves a lasting impression. Talk to me about when you doing music, man. I feel like it's always, you know what I'm saying, the yin and the yang, you know what I'm saying? Like I asked you, like what's your favorite part? It's up, down, in, out, you know what I'm saying? So what's your least favorite part? You know what I'm saying? We gotta take one thing away from the whole process, what would it be and why?
I think getting ready for videos, that'd be stressful. Like that just be irritating. Like that'd be
wardrobe or
it ain't even
getting everybody organized.
You gotta do that. You gotta communicate with multiple people. You gotta, videographer gotta be on point on time. You gotta communicate with them in regards to when it's dropping, what's going on with the edits. Then you gotta sit down and look at which 15 seconds might do the best when you post it. It's just when you working on a video, it's so much that come with that. It's just if I could just shoot the video and somebody else could figure all that out for me, and that's what I'm trying to find, somebody will just lock in alongside me so I don't have to pay attention. That shit irritating. Videos be the most irritating part for me.
Mm-hmm. So how do you go about the video process? Are you locked in with one cameraman? Are you, are you hand in hand throughout the editing process? How do you, prevent, how do you make it as smooth as possible knowing it's your least favorite part?
Cause I try to work with videographers that I know, like people I already know. That's one. Like KB, Nick the Soul, LJ, and then Jazz. Them like the 4 people, but like between them 4 people, like they so easy to communicate with. Like, they so easy to talk to. They so easy to be like, even though I don't like doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they gonna get it to you in the time. They gonna communicate and it's a 2-week turnaround or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This how you download it, this how you do it, this how you blah blah blah. I'ma send you your first edit. Let me know if you what need to be changed, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they communicate. It's timely. So that's probably why it's my least favorite, is because it's a timely process and I work and shit like that. But they be fucking with me. They be working.
Would you say you pick you or anything? Like when they see you that first edit, are you sending it back or you like, oh, this glass? Like what's that first edit response like most times?
Not really. They be doing what they need to do. Yeah, I ain't too picky.
Okay, that's what's up.
They definitely be doing what they need to do for sure.
That's dope. Yeah. Talk to me about what somebody might see if they look up Jacquiese right now. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna see right now?
You type in my name you're gonna see the tape I just dropped, Blessings of Hard Work, and then over the summer I dropped 3 videos. So I dropped Bop in the Party, I dropped Doja. It's with me, my cousin Big Ty, my best friend Bella, and then I got a song with CCBKE. I'm Smooth 2.0. So when you type it in, you're gonna see them 3 videos for sure. They gonna pop up first, and then that whole tape gonna pop up. You gonna find something you fuck with.
what you fuck with? What's your favorite project, favorite song? What you recommend if somebody got one song they can check out from that you can leave them with? What song is that?
Bop in the Party for sure. It's a dolo track. Just the process of I was excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I recorded it not only once, I recorded it 3 times. Once up here and then twice up here actually.
What you mean recorded it 3 times?
I was raw as hell. I was recording in the car. So I'm like, I like this song. Fuck with it. So I went to the studio. Like first I originally recorded it on my phone. Like this hard. And then I went to the studio and recorded it. I didn't like the way it sounded. So I was just trial and error because I told you my engineer, he ain't up here no more. So I was working with somebody. I didn't really like how it sounded, but I knew the song was like, it was glass. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I tried to tweak it a little bit. Still didn't work. So when I went to Atlanta, I'm working with this dude named Zone 6. We locked, and we was in the studio. I did one song, then I told him like, I'm gonna try to do another song. And then I did that song. He sent me another copy of it, like probably like a day later. And that motherfucker was raw as hell. So I was
I had re-recorded it, like you didn't use like the old stems.
I didn't use none of it. I re-recorded it. Yeah, I re-recorded it.
That's dope. Did any other 2 engineers feel any kind of way when that shit came out?
It was the same engineer. He just worked on it a couple times.
Okay.
But nah, he watched the video all the time. He'd be like, I was the first person who recorded this song. You know what I'm saying? Because he know, like, you don't have to tell somebody when it's not.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why
he knew it could sound better.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so what's the goal? What's the ultimate goal? When you sit back in your rocket chair, you know what I'm saying, you telling your story, you know what I'm saying, what's it gonna look like?
I want to change lives, man. Like, just not for the people around me, but for, like, just our whole community in general. Out west, everything. Like, I want to get back. I want to, do something. So whether I do it in healthcare, if I do it in rapping and making music and stuff like that, I know for a fact I want to be able to get back. So if I'm able to get back, and regardless of what I do, I'm good. I'm happy. I feel like I accomplished. So when I sit back and I think, I'm just like, that's my main goal, is to have fun, but get back at the same time.
Sure, that's dope, and that's definitely honorable activities. So, what you working on right now? What's coming up?
I need to slow down in the studio. I've been in the studio, man.
Don't slow down.
I need to start shooting some videos, but right now,
have that shit in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So even if you have to slow down, you still got that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So right now, what I got going is like this 3-month plan. 3 videos, 3 visuals throughout the 3 months, 2 singles, 1 feature, and just figuring out how I can profit more off the things that I'm letting out or putting out. How can I get maximum benefit from what I'm doing? So I'm in a learning stage right now. I'm in a, which I don't got a problem with. I love learning. So it's like shit. I'm in a learning state.
Okay, for sure. Definitely appreciate your time. Definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely a dope artist. I was fucking with the music from the first time I met you. You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping my eye on you. That's definitely dope that with your career path, you know what I'm saying? I always think it's dope when artists got a, you know what I'm saying, some career to fall back on, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, not like you said, but you know what I'm saying, it could be one thing today, another thing tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Especially with all this shit going on in the city, you got like the perfect, you always gonna have income, you know what I'm saying?
That's all our people, man.
If the rap slow up, you gonna be straight, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope. So if you could, before you get up out of here, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can work with you, all that good shit.
Y'all can find me everywhere on everything, on every platform at Jacquiese, JACQUIESE __. That's Instagram, that's Twitter. YouTube is just Jacquiese, no underscores under it. But type it in, you definitely gonna find something that hopefully you find something you like. Well, I know you're gonna find something you like for sure.
Say you know that. You know that.
Sure.
Appreciate you coming through. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I appreciate you for having me for sure.
You know that in a minute, gang.
Let's do it.